My favourite Irish Grand National memory, it's a tough one. Every year there seems to be a great story. It's a great race, our flagship race. I'm going to pick two. Paris Valley, 1987 I think it was, or 88. Brendan Sheridan for Dermot Wild. Brendan's like an uncle to me. I've stayed with him down the years at Punchestown, and to see him realise a lifetime ambition by winning the Irish National, I was delighted to be there. And of course a couple of years later, Desert Orchid. It was like Hollywood superstar came to town. There was lines of people on the track. I can remember from the winning post down past the last fence. It was a magnificent occasion, top weight. He read the script. He won under Richard Dunwoody, nearly falling at the last. A magnificent day. It really brought the Irish National to the forefront of the English media as well as the Irish media. A great occasion to be there. But every day you're at an Irish National is always a good day. It's a great race.
Is Mr. Brandon O'Rourke as ready on the Gaeltacht agus TG Carr agus is Cuivinlum Dimwit 1972 winning the Grand National for Paddy Mullins and owned by Jerry O'Neill, a very good friend of mine, veterinary surgeon from Borris in County Carlow, who actually rode the horse himself in his 50s. Then I remember Eddie Morn owned David Slad, a neighbour of mine also, and he won the Grand National with Tony Martin. And a special mention for the horse named in Irish, Lean Barney. Anybody who ever did Irish in their leaving cert, that was one of the questions, Lean Barney, and he won it 50 to 1 for Tom Gibney, and that was a great day.
My favourite memory of the Irish Grand National was Brown Lad's first success in 1975. I was an 8-year-old kid in the inside track. There was a huge crowd, it was fast ground, and it was the first of 2 victories in the race for him. So for me it's Brown Lad's victory in 1975.
My favourite Irish National memory, well I suppose Desert Orchid would be the easy answer, but I have a couple of fond memories of a couple of winners at back to the race back when, in my younger punting days, back as a teenager in Ireland in the 80s when we had no money. Bit of a skite at 83 and Insure in 86 or 2 that stand out for me in that respect. And as well as that, Michael O'Brien's training performance in winning with Vanton in 92 would stand out as well. So they'd be my favourite memories of the race.
My favourite Irish Grand National memory would have been the success of Arthur Moore's Organised Confusion in 2011. He was ridden by Arthur's niece Nina Carberry, who was the second woman ever to win the race, and it was a great occasion, particularly for Arthur, who had part bred the horse, and it was owned by one of his earliest owners, and I think it had been quite a tough season for Arthur, so it was really a great boost for him, and it was just quite a memorable occasion.
Well, I have a lot of great memories with the Irish Grand National. It's one of the featured handicaps in the calendar, and inevitably year after year it throws up some great stories, whether it be racing families connection like the Walshes, the Carberrys and the Moores, and of course the Drapers. Tom was very dominant in the early days in the 60s, Jim in the 70s, and later on in the 90s was a particular part I like to remember. Good friend of mine, Brendan Sheridan, rode the winner in 88 on Paris Valley, and then Charlie Swan rang me in 1993 to know which of 5 horses he should ride in the National, and I said I wouldn't ride any of those, ring Francis Flood and try and get on Ebony Jane, which he did, and of course ran out the winner. Also remember fond memories of the great Desert Orchid and Richard Dunwoody. Marvellous performance under top weight. He won in that period as well. And I suppose the highlight for me over the years, I was very friendly with John Mulhern, and he bought Flashing Steel to win the National for his father-in-law Charlie Haughey. We'd been great friends and travelled a lot over back and forth to see Manchester United playing over the years, and he was so built up to this race, and it worked out favourably with a thrilling win for Flashing Steel for Jamie Osborne. I think that was my highlight.